Hey, what's up guys? Tell me how I'm doing great. So today I'm gonna show you guys how to do this cold grading. I've watched the film which is the Kingsman. I'm sure you guys have watched the film and you really enjoyed it. So there are kind of grading that I want to show you guys. How simple can you also create this kind of grading for your short film. Let's say you're working on a project and you try your best just to get this grading. We know that these guys are getting paid a lot of money just to create this kind of gradings. You know, it's a huge budget which is really invest for cool movies, cool VFX and all that. So what I'm gonna try to do today is just to show you guys how simple we can copy and paste this kind of grading in our film, whatever video that you guys want to shoot. So you can also have this kind of grading in your portfolio, and it's really simple. So I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna do that. So one thing that you need to know, as you can see that I have some still image that I just went to the internet, download them. I know that I'm gonna use this as my reference image, and you need to pay attention when you're getting this kind of image. You need to see, is it really based on what you want, the lights and all that, is it really similar, can you really work on that, or else you're gonna spend a lot of time trying to just to copy and paste this kind of grading. And you really need to spend some time on doing some research and find a still image that can really bring you an easily way to just do your workflow without having any struggle. So this is the image that I have, and just by you guys saying this, you can see that I really spent some time to look for a footage that can really be similar to what we have. Alright, so without wasting any time, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna reset all the notes. We're gonna start from scratch, and I'm just gonna do my structure. I'm gonna play some few notes, and then here we're gonna have a grading. I'm just gonna call this grading. Alright, and we're gonna hold down Alt P, and this is our highlight. There we go. And now we're gonna create another note, and this one, how can we call this? I'm just gonna leave it like that. And sharpness and film grain. Alright, let's go back to our note. As I told you guys, you need to have a reference image that you want to work with. So this is what we have. Just by looking at the parade, we can see that there's quite too much of shadows. The exposure is really down. So let's go back to our image, and we're also going to try to do that. So I'm going to go to the color wheel. I'm going to bring down my exposure just on the game. I'm just going to bring it down really low, about here. And I'm also gonna go to the gain. It's gonna bring it down about here. Also, I'm gonna bring down my shadows just a little bit. And then on this note, I'm just gonna try to remove a little bit of noise in the footage. I'm just gonna bring it about 8, and we're gonna go to beta. Alright, so now we have our first step, just trying to measure our exposure and all that. And all this is just based on our reference image. As I told you guys, get a reference image if you want to do cool color grading. Alright guys, check this out. I'm gonna show you something really amazing. Let's go back to our reference image. We see that our blue channel has a little bit of shadows. So let's go back to our main grading. So on our color grading notes, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to a color wheel, and I'm gonna play with the blue channel. I'm just gonna bring it down. Just gonna bring it down a little bit, and check this out. Can you see how simple that was? We are almost close to a reference image. I'm also gonna go to the gain. Just gonna bring it up down a little bit, and I'm also gonna go to the shadows as well, bring it down a little bit, about 2. As you can see that we have a lot of greenish in there. I'm just gonna try to bring back my red channel, my blue channel, I meant to say that. So now what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go to the red channel. I'm gonna bring it up, just bring it up. So if we have to see these two, our reference image and our color grading footage that we're actually working on, you can see that we are really close to our grading. Alright, I'm gonna try just to bring up a little bit of this. maybe about here. Alright, so now let's go to highlights. We're gonna try just to brighten up a little bit of the highlights. Alright guys, so now we're gonna try to see how we can fix our highlights. So one thing we can do, just gonna come here and I'm just gonna grab one of these tools here, qualify. Just gonna click in there, and then we need to see what we're actually doing. So I'm just gonna bring it up a little bit, and there we go. So I'm also gonna bring up my reference to see if I can try to match our highlight as well. Alright, there we go. So now I'm just gonna come, let's just play a bit of the temperature as well. Gonna bring that up a little bit. Alright, we're almost there. Alright, I think that is good to go. So now we have we're gonna try to match also the ground, because this one is a little bit of greenish. We're also gonna try just to match that a little bit to see if we can really get close to our grading. Just gonna bring that down, and I'm also gonna just select the qualify for this one as well, and we need to see what we're actually doing. Just clean it up a little bit. Alright, so let me bring my reference image so that I can really match that quite well. And as you can see, there's too much greenish in there. So what we need to do, we need just to bring down the green channel down a little bit. So for this one, you're gonna have to come here to the RGB mixer. So on the green channel, I'm gonna try to play in the red output as it's written over there. Just gonna try to bring it up a little bit, not too much. You can see we're trying to break down the image just a little bit. Let me just zoom in there and try to see what I'm doing. Alright, there we go, but we're still getting a little bit of greenish in there, and I really don't like that. So we're gonna try to go to the hue and saturation and see if we can still fix that. As you know that we might not be able to just do this exact grading as we can see, but we can get close to that. And also I'm gonna show you one last tip that you can use if you don't want to learn all these steps. If you just want to have one click and you're done, I'm gonna show it to you guys. Alright, so I'm just gonna try to bring this down a little bit. Bring it down. Alright, I think I really like this one. I'm just gonna try to remove my reference image, and I'm gonna try just to add a little bit of sharpness in there, just a little bit, and film grain as well. So you can just come to open effects, and you're gonna have to type in the film grain, and there's quite a lot of presets that you can use for this one. So I'm just gonna try to use any random, maybe 35 millimeters, and then there we go. So if you can just see from here to this, and we are really close to the grading. So these are just the simple way you can just watch any movie that you like, and you just come into Davinci Resolve, and you can really try your best to just get close to the grading of your film, of your favorite movie that you like. So one last tip for you guys to show how quick you can really do this. So I'm gonna reset all my notes. I'm gonna click. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna click on this image, go to your reference image, right click, and then you're gonna go to matte shot. And check this out, and there you have it. Do you see how simple that was? And I think this one is even better from the one that we did. It's really copy and paste, and it does work in some cases. But as I told you, if you really plan out your shot, and you know that these are the kind of shot that I want to do, which is based on the kind of film that I watch, it's really gonna match out. As I told you, I just spend a little bit of time just look for kind of image that I'm gonna work on, and it does work. So this is how easy you can really do this kind of grading. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this kind of video I'm showing you guys. If you really want to see more, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'm still gonna do more videos. And I'm also doing color grading for photos and all that, which is my business, because I do a lot of that's what I do guys. So I can't wait to show you guys some of the things that I do, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye, peace.